It's my favorite time of year. Sports are back. And more importantly, football is back.
The atomic bomb.
And he scores on the last play of the game. Unbelievable.
Let's go. I remember that really old video. College football picks are back because the season's back. And week 1 will be today. Let's go. And if you're returning from last season, you already know what's up. You know how we do things around here. If you're new, basically what I'm going to do is I have this lovely, lovely board here that I'm going to be doing my picks on. I didn't really do it that much last season, but we're going to be using that board. We got everything with like paper and stuff. And we got all the games on there. I tried to pick the most important games. No one cares about the Grambling-Nicholls State game. Sorry to any Grambling or Nicholls State fans out there. But it's whatever. We have all the games on the thing. And what I like to do is, for a weekly schedule for college football, what I usually try to do, NFL picks on Monday, college picks on Tuesday. Wednesday will be some sort of... I usually don't upload on Wednesdays, not gonna lie. Although today's Wednesday. You guys get what I'm saying. Thursday will be some sort of... probably Thursday Night Football video. Friday, I like to preview some of the really big games in college football. Oregon-Auburn preview coming for that. And that's sort of what we like to do there. So, and then Sunday and Saturday, we do live streams for the games. And then Monday, we start it all over with NFL picks. So, we're going to be doing some special stuff for the NFL picks. You guys are going to want to be there when that comes out for the NFL season. There might be some punishments going on. And I'm not going to spoil anything there. But I think without further ado, let's get into these college football week 1 picks. Oh, also, one more thing. It is kind of bad news. I cannot watch any of the games on Saturday, which is pretty much all of them, because my cousin is getting married. Congrats to her. But I'm not going to be able to watch them games. There's a slight possibility, I'll be able to catch the second half of Oregon-Auburn. I'll see what I can do in terms of a stream there. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into these picks. All right, here is our lovely, lovely board. I'll be like Vanna White now. So, I'm sorry if some of these are hard to see. They shouldn't be that much big of a problem. We have 2 featured games down here. I picked the 2 featured games for this week. Houston and Oklahoma, and Oregon and Auburn. Those are probably the 2 biggest games in my opinion. Those scores are covered up. We'll reveal those at the end. I don't know if you guys remembered how that works. But anyway, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 games we will predict. So, first game is Georgia Tech and your defending champion Clemson. Georgia Tech with their new head coach, Jeff Collins. We'll see what he can do in terms of that. But I think at home, I think they're going to raise the banner or something. Clemson, I think, gets the win. Here, we're starting immediately with a hot upset pick. I think Utah loses as the number 14 team to BYU because this is a fierce rivalry. These 2 teams hate each other. You guys do not understand how much they hate each other. BYU's home crowd will come out to play, and I feel like they're going to be hungry and looking for an upset week 1. I think Utah sort of falls asleep in that game, and I think BYU comes in and snatches that win. Tulsa against my Michigan State Spartans. I think Michigan State will win that game. Michigan State has a thing where they like to have games be too close for comfort. So, I think they can beat Tulsa. Wisconsin and South Florida. I wanted to pick an upset here. I wanted to take South Florida. But I ended up taking Wisconsin. But don't be surprised if South Florida holds this game close. I think that they have a lot of potential on their team. And I'm not a huge fan of Wisconsin this year. At home, I think that'll be a close competitive game. Hey kids, look! It's Lane Kiffin! And I think Ohio State's going to run up the score. Nothing much to say there. Iowa State, you guys probably can't see that, but that's Iowa State. Iowa State and North Iowa, I think Iowa State can get a win there. Nebraska and South Alabama, I like Nebraska's chances at home. Washington at home against East Washington, I hope that could be a win. Washington is a team I really like this year. Duke and Alabama, my friend bet me $1 that Duke would win. He's going to lose there, just like Duke at home for Bama. Or no, is this at a neutral site? I can't remember if this is at a neutral site or not. By the way, the home team's always at the bottom. And for these, the home team's on the right. So, I think Bama will win. Stanford and Northwestern. Here's an interesting game that I'm looking forward to. Northwestern coming off a win in the Holiday Bowl against Utah. And Stanford coming on. I can't remember what bowl game they won. At home, I like Stanford's chances, but this is going to be a very close and competitive game. I like Northwestern this year. Even without Clayton Thorson, I still think they will be a very solid team in the Big Ten. Possibly a chance to win the Big Ten West like they did last year. I like Northwestern's chances, but I think overall Stanford at home gets a win. I think Syracuse will beat Liberty on the road. I like their chances there. Georgia and Vandy. I think Georgia will end up winning that game. I don't think Vandy puts up much of a fight. Here's another one where I wanted to pick an upset, but I did not. Purdue on the road against Nevada. Other side of the country from Indiana, where I live. All the way out to Nevada. And I wanted to take Nevada in this game, but I ended up taking Purdue. My friend thinks Rondell Moore will win the Heisman this year. And it's not that far off. But Nevada with a very solid defensive team at home. I like their chances, but I think Purdue just pulls away late. I think Memphis will beat Ole Miss. I don't think this is an upset at all. I think Memphis is a way better team at home against an Ole Miss team that really hasn't had a good program as of late. Take Memphis. Middle Tennessee State and Michigan. You guys probably can't even see that. I'm gonna go with Michigan, 42-14. Virginia and Pitt. I feel like teams like Virginia, Pitt, Miami, Virginia Tech, Virginia. All those teams can have a chance to beat Clemson. Though be it not a good one. But I feel like if one team could sort of emerge as like a really good contender, maybe they can knock off Clemson in a certain game. We'll have to see. I like Virginia this year. My friend is a Miami fan, JT Sports. He might be watching, he might not. He was talking about how Miami has no offensive line, and he's like, oh, wow, Virginia's laughing in the palm of their hand. I like Virginia. They're a very solid team this year. Texas and Louisiana Tech. I think Texas wins that game. I like their chances as the number 10 team. Notre Dame and Louisville. My dad went to Louisville. I like Louisville. I have a bunch of friends who are Notre Dame fans, and if Louisville wins this game, you do not know the trash I will talk. But I don't think they will win. I think Notre Dame ends up winning that game. Here's an upset pick, and I'm not even sure if you could call it an upset pick. I'm taking Boise State over Florida State. Florida State hasn't really had that much of a program as of late, and Boise State, I think, can come in on the road and get that win. I really like Boise State. They're a really good contender for like a New Year's Six Bowl every single year, and I'm going to take Boise State. And lastly, I think LSU could beat Georgia Southern at home. Now to our two featured games. We'll start with Houston, Oklahoma. Jalen Hurts, his first game at Oklahoma. I think it won't be easy for him. I like this Houston team. I think they're a very solid team. I think they're a team that, the AAC is like the Power 6th Conference or something. They're going to have a good chance to win said conference coming into Oklahoma, not that far, with an attitude on their hands. And I think Oklahoma goes up 35-21, and I think their defense is going to fall asleep. However, I have Oklahoma winning by 1. And the reason for that is, I think Oklahoma goes up 35-21 in the fourth quarter. But then I think Houston's going to try to come back, and I think they get it to a tie game, but I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to go for 2. That's what Oklahoma State tried to do against Oklahoma last year. They went for 2. They did not get it, and that's where I think they fall short there. I think they're going to go for the win because they have more to play for here, and whereas Oklahoma, they're like, if we lose this game, we're not even going to make the playoff. Every game in college football is a playoff game. That's why I love it so much. I think Oklahoma wins, but they're going to have to fight and claw for everything to get that win. And then, our last game. Coming from Jerry's world, we have Oregon and Auburn. Now, Justin Herbert as a senior is going to be a very dangerous threat. I feel like he's going to develop a lot. Could have gone to the draft. Could have gone in probably the top 10. But chose to stay. Bo Nix will be making his first start as Auburn QB. I think Auburn's a little overranked if you ask me. They're a very hit-or-miss team. they're the sort of team where they'll have an amazing program one year, and the next year they're kind of Last year they weren't Although I think a new quarterback could help that. The Gus Bus will pull into Arlington again. And this is going to be a very good game. A rematch of the 2013 National Championship game. I think so. I think that's what it was. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's about equal distance from Oregon and Alabama. It's in Texas. I think it'll be a very close game. A preview will be coming out for this video, or for this game. I really like both teams. I feel like Auburn is going to have a solid year. This reminds me a lot of the Auburn-Washington game to start last year. However, I think this Oregon team is a lot better than that Washington team. That's why I have Oregon getting a win, 28-24. I think they come in and they get this win. I'm really high on Oregon this year. A lot of people aren't. I am. I really like their chances this year. I'm excited to see their Pac-12 showdown with Washington. I feel like this could be a year the Pac-12 gets a team in the playoff. The last time they did that was when Washington lost to Bama in the playoff. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, man. Watch out for a preview for this game. Usually I like to preview 2 or 3 games, the real good ones. This is the only really one that I think is worthy of a preview. But that'll be it. I think I'll come in with that preview probably Friday. That could be the next video you guys can expect. A lot of good stuff coming. NFL picks will be coming when that comes out. I like to do NFL picks on Monday, college on Tuesday. Oh, also, one thing. I did this earlier. It wasn't a weekly thing, but each, Sunday morning, I think it would be, I would do a live stream and talk about the playoff scenarios and upcoming big games. For an hour. I just do a big live stream with chat. I might be doing that with viewer call-ins this season. That probably won't take place until around week 6 when we kind of have an idea. Right now, there's no point. Anyone can do anything right now. But let me know if you guys would want to see that. Make that a weekly thing, possibly like a call-in show for the playoff. We'll have to see. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave some of your picks down below. I pretty much read every single comment, since I don't get that many comments. But thank you guys for watching again, and I'll let you guys get on with the rest of your day. I will stop rambling. All right, have a good day.